wherever you are in the world. If you're tuning in, do me a favor and say hello, put where you're calling in from, watching from, so we can all kind of meet and greet each other, because you never know if you have somebody on as well that's also in your neighborhood. So today we are talking about the 10 deadly sins of parenting. These are things that parents tend to do that you need to stop doing if you are doing it, because this will destroy your relationship, destroy your child, and it really will create its own chaos in your house. So take these to heart and get started putting, knocking them out if you have them in place right now. Just figure out how to get rid of them. If it means working with a coach like me, or if it means, really focusing on your own way of doing it, getting somebody to work with you together, however you need to get it done to get them out of your life and out of your mouth, and stop doing it with your kids, you need to stop doing it. Okay. So as you guys are jumping on, let me tell you who I am. I'm Celia Kibler, family empowerment coach. Here you see it right here. This is how you can connect with me. And I am on a personal mission to stop 1 million parents from yelling at their kids and start creating childhoods that all of you can blossom from. So let's do that. I'm here with group coaching, one-on-one coaching to help you really live the life you want to live and the vision you have for your family. I'm also the author of Raising Happy Toddlers, How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids, and 3 great children's books. I'm a mommy of 5 kids. 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gained through marriage. I've been successfully parenting a blended marriage for 25 plus years, and I'm a grandma to 9. So let's get started. Let's find out what these sins are, and let's start knocking them out of your life, okay? All right. So if you notice in the links, in the description, it tells you a link that you can now get on so that I can see who you are that's making comments. For instance, someone said hello, and I don't know who that is because it just says Facebook user on my end. So do me a favor, and if you said hi and I say hi back, tell me who you are. And otherwise, in the future, you can go to Restream and you can connect your name so that when you comment, comments come up. Okay, so let's start. Are you ready? Are you taking notes? You got a pen, got a paper? You're ready? I hope you are. You got your water, coffee, tea, whatever? All right. Number 1. Megan. Hi, Megan. Oh, look, now it says Megan Luther. You must have connected. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Megan. How are you? Okay. Number 1, negative attitude. Do you wake up positive, smiling, ready to start your day? Or do you wake up foreseeing the future of the day and that it's all negative? Hi, Tamika. How are you? Because if you wake up with a negative, grumpy attitude that nobody wants to be around, do you want to be around grumpy people? I don't think you do. If you wake up with a negative attitude, that negative attitude is automatically broadcasted to your kids. They're going to be negative. Why? Because you're like grumpy Gloria, grumpy Gary, grumpy Joe, whatever. And they're going to be grumpy too. Good morning, Krista. If you wake up positive, smiling like a breath of fresh air, you will have children that respond in the same way. Hi, Linda. Linda, I see your name. I do see your name, actually. So wake up positive. Not only is it good for your kids, it's good for you. It's great to welcome the day and to think positively and to predict the good day that you're going to have instead of worrying about the bad day that you might have. Your mind listens to everything you tell it. Whatever you're saying, you're telling yourself. So if you speak life into your head, you speak positivity, you speak happiness, you speak success into your day, that's what will happen, not the failure. Okay. Number 2, are you angry a lot? Do you use abusive language? Do you curse? If you're always angry, you're always stressed out, and you're kind of in chaos yourself, that will relate to your children. If that is always what you're throwing out there, that's what you're going to receive back. Chaos creates more chaos. Yelling creates more yelling. Anger creates more anger. Calm creates more calm. Nice way of speaking creates replies that are also spoken nicely. Okay. Now, and if you're cursing and your children start cursing, they can't get in trouble for that. You know why? Because you taught it to them. Everything you do, you give your children permission to do. So you can't really fault them for doing something they learned from you. Whose fault is that? Is that their fault or is it your fault? See? Hello, Facebook user, and you will have a better day. Yes, you absolutely will have a better day. What you speak into life is what comes true. If you are speaking death on everything, that's what's going to happen. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Number 3, you're too busy to spend any time with your children. Now, all of us have the same 24 hours in a day. All of us. And if you can just carve out 10 minutes, put it in your schedule if you have to. If you just get carried away with doing stuff and all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, it's 4:00 in the afternoon. I haven't even sat down and done one thing with my child. Then put an alarm in your phone. Set a timer. Include it in your schedule so you don't get too busy to forget about the most important things in your life, your children. They need you. And if you're not showing them positive one-on-one attention, they're going to do a lot of negative stuff to get your attention. So they'll start banging on things. They'll scream. They'll have tantrums. They'll fight because they need your attention. So give it to them. All right. Are you calling names? One of the worst things you can do. And guys, share this out because we need more happy families. You know, I'm on this mission to stop everyone from yelling. And the only way I'm going to get there is by more parents knowing what to do and what not to do. Calling names. That's number 4. Another thing you should not be doing. Because when you call your kid's name, when you label them, like if you say, oh my gosh, why are you always so lazy? Even when they're not being lazy, they're going to be like, I might as well be lazy because no matter what I do, they think I'm lazy. It doesn't matter what action I take. It doesn't matter when I get up and do stuff or when I get up and help. As soon as I sit down, they tell me I'm lazy. So I might as well be lazy. Well, I tell the truth. They call me a liar. So I might as well be a liar. I might as well lie. Because even when I try not to lie, they tell me I'm lying. So stop labeling your children or they're going to live up to those expectations. Give them expectations they can grow to, not ones that crush them. Number 5, make fun of them. Now, there is sarcasm when handled correctly. My family is full of sarcasm, but we never make fun of each other in a bad, negative way. That's like bullying your kids. So stop making fun of them, okay? That's number 5. Because they're going to start feeling bad about themselves. I had a friend whose mother always told her nose was so big. Why was your nose so big? Why was your nose so big? She made that child. And eventually, my friend got 2 nose jobs to fix the nose that she was so focused on because she was so worried it was so big because her own mother told her it was too big. Stop doing that to your kids. Give them something to grow on. Give them confidence. Give them love. Okay. So that's number 5, right? Number 6 is labeling. We already talked about labeling under calling names, and don't forget, guys, that, I know what I wanted to say for number 6 is that when you're labeling and calling names, even to your partner, the other parent, when you're doing that, you're teaching your children that even if you don't do it to them, you're teaching them that it's okay to do in a relationship. The relationship that you model with you and your partner is what they learn to do when they're in a relationship. So really be intentional about that. Don't be calling each other names, because they're going to learn that, and they're going to feel that way about them, even though it's not directed at them. Okay. Number 7, asking kids to lie for you. Now, when you give your child permission to lie, you give them permission to lie all the time. For instance, when you're like, don't tell mom about this when she gets home, because we don't want her to know you had a piece of candy, or we don't want her to know whatever. Or they go to grandma or grandpa's house. They're like, don't tell mom. Mom told me you couldn't have any ice cream, but I'm going to give you ice cream anyway, so don't tell her. That is giving your child permission to lie. Yes, absolutely. It's all about any relationship. Absolutely, Linda. It relates to coworkers. It relates to friends. All of this does. When you give your child permission to lie for just one thing, you give them permission to lie. In your house, it should be truth and honesty. That should be one of your core values. In this house, we don't lie. We tell the truth. And that's how you also help kids to feel confident to come to you to talk about what's going on with them and not have to lie. Okay. Which leads us to never believing your kids. Your kids tell you a story and you're like, don't even believe them. You automatically think they're making that up. You need to be the person that believes them. Even if you hear something from someone else, if a teacher calls you and tells you something, if an administrator calls you and tells you something, if a neighbor calls and tells you something, you turn around and you go to your child and you listen to their side of the story and you believe them, unless you have some reason as you're developing this and you're learning from all parties involved not to believe them. And then you can address that. But initially, you believe in your kids, because if you don't believe in your kids, you're killing trust, you're killing respect, and they will never have trust and respect for you. And they will never come to you in the future with their problems, because they will automatically assume that you're not going to believe anything or listen to anything they have to say. Trust them. Trust your children. Trust in the way you've brought them up. Because if you think they're lying all the time, then I hate to say it, it's a reflection on the way you've raised them. And if they don't feel comfortable coming to you, they feel like they have to lie, then there is a definite disconnect there, and you need to get help so that you can reconnect your family. Your kids have to know that you are the end all to end all. You have unconditional love for that child, and you are there for them, and you've got their back. If they don't know that, and they don't believe that, they'll go find that somewhere else, and I guarantee you it won't be good. Okay, so we've got negative attitude, being angry all the time, being too busy to spend time, calling your kids names and labeling them, making fun of them, doing any of these things in your own adult relationship to model to them, even if it's not directed at them, asking kids to lie, never believing them. Number 9, predetermining what they like or they won't like. So how many times do you want your kids to eat more vegetables, but you don't eat vegetables, and somebody gives them broccoli and you go like this? Well, they didn't even get a chance to taste it. Or somebody gives them a food that you don't like and you make a face. Ugh. Or say your kids really want to try ice skating. And you're like, no, I'd rather, let's play football. And maybe football is not for them. Maybe they don't even show an interest in football. Maybe they love watching baseball on TV, but you really want them to play football. So you put them in a football team, on a football team. But they show an interest in baseball. Try giving them what they're interested in, not you. They are individual people, and all individuals have individual interests. Check out what they're interested in, what their passions are, and develop that. Don't predetermine what they're going to like or dislike. Give them a chance to try it and form their own opinions. Okay. And number 10, and I know you all can probably agree with this one, this. Always being on your phone, spending your day with your phone in your hand, looking at your phone. You're watching TV, you're on your phone. You're talking to your kids, they're talking to you, you're on your phone. All that does is it shows your kids that this device is more important than they are. And it is teaching them that when they get a phone, that they can always be on it too. They can carry it around with them. Where can we find this list? And did you have a list of the stranger danger stuff too? Megan, you know what? I was going to do that, wasn't I? Okay, I'm going to make a list of this. I'm going to create a PDF. I will have it done, I promise, by the beginning of next week. Okay, I am super swamped the next 2 days. But I'm going to make this list for both of them. Stranger danger and the deadly sins of parenting. Promise. Excellent idea. And thank you for the suggestion. Okay. So phones, get off of them. Have electronic free times in your house when you all get off electronics. Dinner time's a great one, or any meal time is a great one. Maybe you have game nights on a Friday night where you're not playing like video games, you're playing like board games or puzzles. Great time to have a basket, a designated basket where all the electronics go in, tablets, whatever. Maybe there's a certain time after they get home from school or after dinner when you just have talking time. Or maybe it's an extension of mealtime. You should have electronic free times in your home set up. You're so welcome, Cheryl. So welcome. My pleasure, honey. Okay, so those are your 10 deadly sins of parenting. Negative attitudes, being angry all the time, too busy for your kids, calling names and labeling your kids, making fun of them, doing any of these sins in your own adult relationship, because that will rub off on them too, and it gives them permission to do whatever you do. So even if those name calling and basic bitching at each other isn't, directed at them, they're learning it anyway when they watch you do it. Asking kids to lie for you, never believing them when they have something to tell you, predetermining their likes and dislikes, and having this constantly glued to your side all day long. Put the phones down. Okay? So I hope you found value from this. My son told me at one time, put that phone down, Mom. And yes, see it. And what happens when they get a phone? They've always got, you're like, could you put your phone down? And they want to say back to you, could you put your phone down? Remember, you're the role model for everything. Everything you're the role model for. You're so welcome. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. You're the role model for everything. So if there's something you see your kids doing, that's a good time to reflect and think, oh my gosh, I know where they got that from. How many times do we parents say that? We watch our kids and we're like, oh, I know where they got that from. Let me give you a fun thing to do before we sign off. Have a switch around day. So not the whole day, but do a half hour, an hour where your child's the parent and you're the child. You will learn so much. And if they do some things that annoy you, you can kind of do it to them and see what their response is. They learn a lot. You learn a lot. It's a win-win for everyone. Not to mention, it's super fun. They're going to love it and they're going to want to do it more. Okay, guys. So one thing I want to tell you, tonight at 8 o'clock is my masterclass on confidence. Guys, if you lack confidence anywhere in your life, or you feel like you're just not a confident person and you wish you had more, you wish you believed in yourself, you wish you stopped second guessing yourself all the time, we're going to have a masterclass on confidence tonight. Now, there's 3 different ways you can be part of this masterclass. One, if you're in my VIP group, that private group, you get masterclasses for free every month. Number 2, for less than $20 a month, whole lot less than $1 a day, you can have access to all past masterclasses and access to all the live ones. So you get all live masterclasses and you get to get into the vault, which holds all the past masterclasses. You can learn so much. Or you can just pay for one masterclass, and one masterclass is $37. So really think about it, because for less than $20 a month, you can get it all. Or you can join my VIP group and get it all plus coaching. So if you're interested in any of those and you want me to send you the link, put hashtag Masterclass Vault. That's access to all of them. Or VIP group, also access. You can put hashtag VIP, or just write yes, call me, send me more information, whatever. And I'll get you set up, okay? Because the confidence one is tonight at 8 o'clock, and I guarantee you it's going to be fabulous, and you're going to be sorry to miss it, because we all need more confidence in all kinds of areas of our life. Cheryl, go to pumpedupparenting.com and go under courses on the top tab, and you'll see confidence. Click on confidence. And if you want the masterclass vault, that's there too. So is VIP. It's all there. Okay. Go under courses on the top tab at the top of the website, and you'll see a drop down. And that's how you get signed up. Okay. For whichever one you want to do. The VIP group includes group coaching. It's a great deal, because my coaching one-on-one is, a little more costly, but that's available too. One-on-one coaching as well. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being, okay, will do, my dear, will do. I really am grateful that you, out of your busy schedule, you chose to spend almost a half hour with me. Super wonderful. I am so grateful for your intentional parenting, because you wouldn't be here if you were not an intentional parent. I very much appreciate it. In the meantime, guys, as always, I hope to see you tonight on the Confidence Masterclass. And I also wish you your days filled with peace, love, and tons of laughter. Laugh, laugh. Stuff is funny. It really is the best medicine. I'll see you here next time, Tuesday and Thursdays, 10 a.m. for live. And Saturday mornings, if you're on Clubhouse, guys, put your Clubhouse hashtag in there. I might do a post so we can all meet. But I do a 10 a.m. Saturday morning Clubhouse, the parent chat, where we talk about all kinds of things. Okay. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. And I'll reach out to everyone that put messages in the comments. Bye, everyone.